welcome back to HorrorVision's Trick or Treatathon, and I am standing near Charlie right here. Yep, this is Charlie. And the bat, don't tell me the bat's name, please. But I'm standing next to the Addams Family poster because, I don't know, I just wanted to change the scenery. Change the scenery a little bit around here. So, the next one is by R.L. Stine, and wouldn't you believe it, R.L. Stine is a true legend. He's a true legend in the sense that he created Goosebumps and childhood nightmares that scarred us for life. He also did something known as the Haunting Hour through the late 90s to the early 2000s. But did you know he did a third forgotten series around 2001 to 2002? He did something called The Nightmare Room. And The Nightmare Room is very similar to his other works. Basically, kind of similar to an anthology series where there's certain different types of, nightmares happening, you could say. Certain different type of scary stories. And to be honest, there's some that are pretty good, like Scare for What You Wish For. I think the one was called The Forget Me House. And then there was Camp Nowhere, which was disturbing. But then you got stuff that was very, very silly. Very, very silly in a way. I think there was one where whatever this kid says coming out of his mouth, which is a lie, comes true. So say if I was that kid, I would have been it's raining cats and dogs. It literally would just be raining cats and dogs. So pretty much what I just said was a lie, but it came true because the teacher that they had, which was a substitute, says whatever you said was true is true. So technically, kind of like a curse in a way, but in a silly way. And they had Sting. Yeah, the WCW, WWE, and now AEW superstar is in a R.L. Stine episode, and Sting is a scary, scary man, I'll tell you that. There are times he's done scary stuff, but in this one, he's just a brute, that's it. That's all he is. But I do kind of like the nightmares. They did have some pretty nice Nickelodeon stars, like Amanda Bynes in the Forget Me House. And then you had Drake Bell in the Dear Diary, I'm Dead. So it was a very nice touch. The problem is that it wasn't as popular as The Haunting Hour or Goosebumps. Goosebumps, essentially. Goosebumps was a very classic book series, and The Haunting Hour, I think, was kind of in the middle. I remember from the WB back in the day, The Nightmare Room, I barely remembered. It really was out of my mind. It was just locked in that vault and just forgotten about. The time I remembered it was when I was actually in a summer camp and I watched, yes, Camp Nowhere. And as a matter of fact, let me make this point in clear. Can I stand? Okay, I'm just gonna have to do it like this. This is a weird one for me, but this was the time where I said I was done with camp. With summer camp, was because of Camp Nowhere and the Nightmare Room. The intro's odd, let's just say that. Despite it being called the Nightmare Room, you're not literally in a room. You're not in a room. You're not in a room, nobody's telling the story in a way. I think the Goosebumps and the Haunting Hour made a little sense with their title cards, though don't judge me on the Haunting Hour, but you could kind of judge me on Goosebumps. But The Nightmare Room, it was just another forgotten series. It had DVD releases, so it was pretty much quickly taken out completely. I don't think it even had that many episodes to begin with. I forgot how many, but I'll probably put it somewhere right here in a editing fashion for Halloween. But The Nightmare Room, is it worth watching? Maybe a few episodes here and there. Otherwise, it's just a forgotten series. Nobody really looks at it anymore. And was it scary? It's just like most of R.L. Stine's work. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just a little silly because of the kids, Times we're starting to get towards, getting things towards kids, Which, me and Charlie agree on one thing. We hate the fact that anything that's perfectly towards scaring kids and it's for kids, turning them cute and nice. Turning anything scary, cute, and nice is not cool. Just stop it! Stop it! Because it's not funny. It's just stupid. Is it worth a watch? Sure. You can find it on YouTube. It's everywhere. Some of it pretty low quality. If you find the ones on the DVD, you could go look at those too. They got special features, bonus episodes, and there were some good ones too. Even the teacher or the principal that once was in this one episode was actually one of the characters, like Frank from Return of the Living Dead, and he does an excellent job. Even in 2002, I'm surprised he was alive in 2002. But again, he was in a 1985 horror film, so I can understand him being alive in the 2000s. Today, I think he's long gone, but his performance never shattered away. So it was awesome, and so was this entire series, HorrorVision. But I just hope someday I can finish this entire series, man. I just hope. Well, that's it for me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, because we're going to Sleepy Hollow. It's been a long time since Big Time Dom has done HorrorVision. Can he ever finish it in time in the next 5 days, as he reviews another review, a review of a Headless Horseman? At least, he survived the Nightmare Room.